A world full of magic, where you could fly on a broom, levitate heavy objects, and etc. What a wonderful place that is filled with magic. But there's a problem with this world. If you're a person with no magic or a mark, supposedly, well, you're to be eliminated.
This following video contains spoilers that might upset you if you haven't watched this series. It is advised to avoid this video for your protection of not being spoiled. Also, do know that I most certainly do love the anime series and the characters, but sometimes life can be boring at times, so it's best to be a bit cringy at times. So, yeah.
Of course, we'll have a main character that is powerless. At least, I think so. He lives in the forest with his father, Raygro, who has magic, and protects his son from society. Unfortunately for his father, Mash has a short-term memory loss, like Dory from Finding Nemo. I have the evidence. I have proof, such as Mash admitting that he tends to forget to either pull or push the door. Another incident is that his father tells him not to go into the city and to stay put. He does, but cream puffs are on sale, and he's not being disobedient. He's just going for his cream puffs that are right into town. Whoa! Chill, Mash. He understands you need your cream puffs, okay? You don't need to demonstrate what will happen to him if he doesn't give you your cream puffs. OMG. He made the whole town fear for their lives. It's fine. It's fine. He won't do anything to you if you don't come near his cream puffs. No! Not the cream puffs. Dude, why? Why would you do this? Man, this guy's seriously asking for it. Now, leave him and his cream puffs alone, okay? Wow. Wow. Can Mash just have peace with eating his cream puffs? So, this character named Brad wants to mess with Mash as well. Well, too bad, because his father's here to save his son and run like crazy. Mash feels bad because he finally remembered he was told not to go into the city. So he gave his dad a cream puff. Huh. But it's not going to get him out of his punishment. But the punishment's not that bad for Mash because he just has to do his workout routine. And he's reminding me of someone. Oh, I know who I was thinking of. Popeye. You know, the guy who gains his strength through spinach. Well, I'm sure most of you know where I'm going with this, but yes, Mash is gaining his strength through the cream puffs. Why am I like this? And why is it every time I say cream puffs I think of Cocoa Puffs? Anyways, moving on. Raygro's past is so sad and admits that he loves his son and does everything to protect him because after all, Mash saved him from being off the planet. No, seriously. But once again, Mash saves his father's life by getting rid of the enemies. One, punch in the face that sends a guy flying. The other one, who's a cream puff hater, and he rips his uniform off and slaps him multiple times for his disrespect for the cream puffs. And lastly, he defeats Brad. But at the time, Brad thought he was all powerful when it came to sports. But he lost at the end of the day, and I thought he was powerful. Because you know, it is mentioned that he's defeated a dragon. I'm starting to doubt he even defeated a dragon. Well, in the end, at least Brad admits defeat. However, Brad makes a deal with Mash that he will go to the Magic Academy school to become God's chosen. So in other words, the Divine Visionary.
NANI?
That's what I'm saying. Dude, you can't make a deal after you've been defeated. Nah, dude. Mash, eliminate Brad. He's being so disrespectful. First, he says if he refuses, then they'll be hunted down forever. And then he says he wants his wealth if he becomes the chosen one. But Mash, being Mash, accepts the deal because after all, he loves his father. He loves the idea of having peace. And if that doesn't happen, then he will have no choice but to crush it with his fists into reality. These three characters are shown because they will be important in the future, but not as important as Mash. There always has to be someone who doesn't see Mash as someone important and wants to break him. But he's been passing his test with flying colors. final test is the maze, and the one tagging along with Mash is Lemon. She's a completely useless character. Leave her. She ain't using her powers to help you. And she's slowing you down and passing her test. How the heck does she pass all the other tests?
NANI?
Oh, she's not nice. Mash over here tells her that she ain't cool, and he's right. And that she's a pawn in someone else's game. But guess what? He breaks out of those chains so easily and leaves her in the dust. Well, I mean, that's what he did, but for whatever reason, he comes back to save her because he felt sorry for her. She took this as a marriage proposal, which I don't know what to say about that. And they got out of the maze on time. Oh, well. Everyone telling Mash that he's a cheater. First of all, everyone here has magic, while he has none, and used the strength to get out of the maze. Plus, this prick takes advantage of Lemon's situation of forcing her to slow Mash down because he knows darn well that he's going to pass this test just as he did with all the other tests. Oh, and are they even allowed to eliminate students on the campus? Because if they are, then that's one heck of a messed up academy. This character named Claude is going to use his power to bully the weak. Lovely. Oh, Mash ain't going to get bullied. He ain't no weakling. Even the headmaster knows this and also had enough of Claude's silly child play. Wahlberg takes Mash into headquarters to do a final interview with Mash and to see if he is acceptable to be in this Magic Academy school. Well, gee, I thought he liked Mash, but he's using his magic of a voodoo doll to harm his father. However, Mash doesn't let that happen as he punches it. Actually, that's not good. Well, I guess that works. He ain't letting anyone harm his father. Plus, he tells the headmaster if he really had to face him, then he would knock the stuffing right out of him. This response is what welcomed him to the academy. Dang, after all those tests, he now has to go to class for another test? It's to unlock the lock. I wonder how he... Huh. I mean, he was feeling magic in his muscles. Ben thinks he's not normal and wants to stay away from him, and this guy is just a creeper. Finn is hoping to not be roommates with Mash as Mash works on practicing unlocking the lock on the door. Unfortunately, that poor door was ripped off the hinges. Mash introduces himself as a good citizen, and Finn is happy to know his life can be normal, because he's normal. Well, that's what he thought until Mash named each of his muscles. But then again, Finn thinks it's possible to have a normal life. I mean, what can go wrong when someone offers you a cream puff? Well, he finished the test, and the next day he has another test. And that's flying on a broom. We, of course, have to have a bully for the main character, but he's really not worth his time because he defeated him with a new record. Oh, would you look at that? It's another bully ready to torment Mash. Why is there so many people picking on Mash? We've only been on 2 episodes and he's already having so many bullies. It's Spud Cabbage. Anyways, he wants to meet Mash after school, but he wants his cream puffs, so he'll pass on it. Since Mash didn't come, he decided to kill some time doing this. Yeah, he has a bad temper. He's a spoiled little brat since he's been taken care of by the vice principal, so he gets away with most things, and he doesn't tend to get his hands dirty most of the time, so he lets others take care of his dirty work. He also takes advantage of Mash to humiliate him in front of everybody, and I'm not sure if he really is going to help Mash talk to the vice principal about getting help in aiming to become a divine visionary. But I will say, Mash is no longer the clown when his friends are getting hurt, though this can be a problem just a bit, I hope. Mash, your days in the academy are over. Or not, because the headmaster enjoys Mash's way of dealing with the higher status, and he couldn't care less what happens to the vice principal. Mash just got a warning, and afterward he hung out with Finn and talked to him about how to make cream puffs. He couldn't explain his recipe all the way through with him since Tom stopped Mash and invited him to duello. Mash doesn't care about that. He just wants his cream. Well, I guess he doesn't have a choice. Yeah, that peaceful life with his father sounds good right about now. But he has to become a divine visionary. So he does a boomerang effect to get his coin. And boy, is he going to be well known for his new records in the academy. Mash is now at peace. Well, that is until Lemon and Tom came piling things on his plate, and he asked Finn for help. Why would you do this to Mash? You did him dirty once, and now you're doing it again? Come on, help a friend out. It doesn't matter. Because Lance comes in and makes it go quiet for Mash. Because they are now in a bottle, and yes, Finn is in there as well because he didn't help a friend out. Lance wants to make a bet with Mash for the coins and to get his friends back by facing him off in the woods, and believes that he will be easy to defeat since he was too soft during the entrance exam. Also, yes, this is another bully that will eventually become his friend, and they are facing off. Has overcome his gravity and finds out this dark secret within the locket and plans to call the cops. That won't do because he said he just has a complex, a sister complex. Yeah, he's not really helping his case. Lance decides to drop the bottle with his friends off the cliff because he now knows his dark secret. But Mash knows he's a good person and wouldn't do such a thing, and got his friends back only for him to regret releasing his friends since they're starting to get annoying. Mash learns that there are 3 dorms in the academy. Adler, the eagle of bravery, Orca, the killer whale of knowledge, and Lang, the wolf of ambition and ability. Mash resides in the Adler dorm, but he's not really learning this since he's so focused on his cream puffs, just as he did during the time they were sorted to a dorm by holding the unicorn's horn, and all he could think about was cream puffs. But at least he knows what dorm he is in now, since he has the cape to recognize his dorm. Well, I would hope. Mash and Finn needs their assignment to be done, and Lance said they better do it since he doesn't want this dorm's reputation to be ruined. Lance won't help them, but Mash knows a way for him to help them, and it's his weak point, and it might possibly kill him. Lance teaches them the basics on how to start this, and of course, since Mash doesn't know how to use magic, he slaps the radish, known as Dragora, and it's not screaming anymore. So now they just make the ingredients to get their potion, but Mash's potion turns into a cream puff? Wait, what? Alright, so now Lance is watching his every step, and surprisingly, it turned into a cream puff in the end. I'd said he's useless, but I think that's not true. It's not true. You see, his special ability of magic is the cream puffs. I mean, he needs it to amplify his strength, his crazy workout routine, and whoever he's up against. Which, by the way, wouldn't you know, he will have to face some scorpions to get his other coins. That is, if this maniac named Silva doesn't get in Mash's way. Unfortunately, he was, because Mash made a new friend, Dot, that is getting taken down by Silva's dirty trick, and a backstabber, Lauren, who's a heartbreaker. Mash used this same dirty trick on Silva, and Silva isn't okay with this, but he's sure happy to see that scorpion behind Mash. Yep, Mash doesn't want to deal with it, but the scorpion is getting in his way into fighting off Silva. So, he defeated the scorpion. Then he gets back into dealing with Silva. Silva knew he was screwed, really screwed. And luckily for him, Mash decides to pity him and go against Lauren, who cries about how pitiful she is and how she didn't want any of this. However, Mash doesn't care because she is no friend of his. So now Dot and Mash leave them behind since Dot believes that Mash has a few screw loose and needs to take him to the nurse's office. But he couldn't care about that anymore because he's starting to fall in love with Lemon. He's falling for women way too quickly. Ooh, so pretty. So shiny. I'm moving to the next scene, where Mash breaks the door to an organization of Magia Lupus. Oh yeah. Lance warned Mash to not be alone since his coin will be taken from him if he ever encounters the members of the Magia Lupus, who I guess are someone not to be messed with, unless you want to be turned into their puppet. Well, gosh darn it, Lance's words were in vain because Mash didn't even try to keep his distance from them. And to make matters worse, he tells the leader, I think he's the leader, whose name is Abel, that he's talking to a doll. Let's talk about the letter that he gave to his father. And boy, he was worried for his son and ended it with "to be continued," which I will do the same. Thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful to all you wonderful people for joining me in this recap of Mashle Magic Muscles, and excited to do the other part. I'm happy to know you comrades take the time to watch this video, even though it is a bit cringy. But hey, I did warn you, didn't I? Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day and enjoy a cream puff or whatever dessert you enjoy. Not kidding. Love you all. Bye!